Why does gold still rule the world of finance? It's not just shiny jewelry. It's not just another investment. For thousands of years, gold has been a store of value, a symbol of wealth, and the ultimate financial safety net. Empires have collapsed, currencies have disappeared, and stock markets have crashed, but gold has always survived. And whenever the world enters uncertain times, just like today, gold steps back into the spotlight. So, why is gold shining so brightly right now? Let's break it down. The first and most powerful reason is fear. When the world feels unstable, investors get nervous. And when investors get nervous, they run for safety. Today's world is filled with uncertainty. We've got geopolitical tensions, global conflicts, trade wars, and constant political instability. On top of that, there are fears of economic slowdowns looming over major economies. When stock markets feel like a roller coaster and currencies seem unreliable, money floods into what we call safe haven assets. And gold is the undisputed king of safe havens. Think of gold as a financial shelter during a powerful storm. The stronger the storm, the more people rush to get inside. This is exactly why major global crises almost always send gold prices soaring. It's a direct reaction to global fear and uncertainty. The more chaos there is in the world, the more valuable gold becomes. Now, for the second reason, interest rates and central banks. This is something most people don't fully grasp. Gold doesn't pay you interest, you don't get dividends or monthly returns. So, normally, when interest rates are high, investors prefer putting their money in banks, bonds, or other fixed-income investments because they get a regular payout. But what happens when interest rates are expected to fall? Suddenly, the picture changes. Bank returns start looking weak. Bonds become less attractive. Holding cash actually loses you power. And that's when gold starts to look much more appealing. Right now, many investors believe that major central banks, especially the US Federal Reserve, might cut interest rates in the future to help support their economies. Even just the expectation of these rate cuts is enough to push gold prices up. It's all about what investors think will happen next. The third reason is the weakening US dollar. This is a critical point. Gold is priced globally in US dollars. So, when the value of the dollar goes down, gold automatically becomes cheaper for countries using other currencies. When it's cheaper, what happens? Global demand for gold increases. And when demand goes up, prices rise internationally. This is why gold and the US dollar often move in opposite directions. When the dollar loses trust or strength on the global stage, gold gains both. To put it simply, a weak dollar usually means a strong gold price. It's an inverse relationship that has held true for decades. Reason number 4 is something that often flies under the radar for small investors. Central banks are hoarding gold. That's right. Central banks around the world, especially in Asia, the Middle East, and other emerging economies, are buying massive amounts of physical gold. But why are they doing this? Because gold is not controlled by any single country. It carries no political risk. And it's the perfect way to protect a nation's financial reserves. Many countries are actively trying to reduce their dependence on the US dollar. So, instead of holding paper currency, they're stocking up on solid, physical gold. When these huge institutions buy gold continuously, it tightens the available supply on the market. And when supply gets tight, prices naturally move higher. The fifth reason is a classic one. Inflation and currency devaluation. Inflation is the silent thief that destroys the value of your money. You might not notice it day to day, but over time, your money buys less, your savings lose their value, and your overall purchasing power declines. Gold has historically been used as a hedge against inflation. When people fear that prices are going to rise, that their currencies will weaken, or that governments will just print more and more money, they turn to gold to protect their wealth. Even the fear of future inflation enough to drive gold prices higher. And that fear is very real in today's economic climate. Reason number 6 is simple economics. Supply is limited, gold is rare. You can't just print more of it like you can with money. You can't create it digitally out of thin air. Mining for new gold is an incredibly expensive, difficult, and slow process. The new supply of gold increases very gradually each year. But demand can surge almost overnight. When demand rises faster than supply can keep up, prices have to go up. It's the fundamental law of supply and demand at work. This natural scarcity is one of gold's most enduring strengths. And finally, reason number 7. Market psychology and FOMO. The fear of missing out. Let's talk about human behavior. When people see the price of gold rising day after day in the news, a powerful psychological effect kicks in. Traders jump in, buying to profit from the upward trend. Everyday investors see the gains and start to fear that they're missing out on the action. This creates a snowball effect. More and more money flows into gold, creating what we call momentum buying. At this point, prices aren't just rising because of the fundamental reasons we talked about. They're rising because people expect them to keep rising. This market psychology can create powerful rallies that push gold prices higher and higher. So, to wrap it all up, gold prices aren't rising because of one single reason. It's a perfect storm. You have global uncertainty and fear, expectations of lower interest rates, a weakening US dollar, massive buying from central banks, fears of inflation, a very limited supply, and powerful market psychology all working together at the same time. All these forces are pushing in the same direction, making gold shine brighter than ever. As long as this cloud of uncertainty hangs over the global economy, gold will likely continue to be a star performer. If this video helps you understand the world of gold a little better, please hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more simple finance explanations. And let me know in the comments below, do you think gold will keep rising? Or is a correction coming soon? Thanks for watching.